Hi, I'm Jake, your Rambling Gamer, and this is my channel and also a part 2 on my dollhouse build. If you check back into my library, you'll see that I wanted to do this project because Target had decided to make all of their toys gender specific, meaning, you know, the dolls don't have to be played with by girls and trucks don't have to be played with by boys. And I kind of dug that idea because growing up I always wanted to make a miniature dollhouse. I've always, you know, I remember going to people's houses and seeing these huge, like the Victorian ladies that are just insane builds with so much detail, and going, you know, that's something that I would definitely like to build, but why would I even build a dollhouse? That's for girls. But here it is. This is my complete dollhouse. This is one of the easier ones. You can check the old video and see that it just came in a flat box with slats that each one of these just popped out and then you had to glue it together. I put hardwood floor on the top floor, got some furniture here. That was some of the stuff that I was really looking forward to. As much as I was having fun building the house, it was more of just building it up so that I can get furniture and I can start decorating. And that happened pretty quick. Overall, I really did take this as a hobby. The last thing I wanted to do was start something like this and burn myself out on it. And you can see from when the video that I made showing what I was going to do till now, it has been a decent amount of time. What is fun is you get a lot of leftover pieces. Right here, I put this here. It's just a little scrap wood nook, and I was going to put a hot wood stove right here, or a iron stove for heat or whatever. But I can show you what I do have. So here in the living room, as you can see, got this is a little rug. This is pretty neat because it's very, very ornate. And then we have just a nice little stand right there in the back of the room, and then here we have the main computer desk. This was a lot of fun figuring out the colors. This side of these windows, how they come out a bit, was a little bit difficult. Was kind of the harder part of the build. And then we have the bathroom right here. I didn't really know where I was going to put the bathroom because I just had these two open rooms, but I figure right here looks about the most functional. You can see I got the little toilet and it all moves. And then upstairs, right, the banister, all the fun stuff, room separator and everything. So let's go ahead and check out the front. Here's the side. All of this. I would say about 10 times while I was doing this, I found that I would go ahead farther in the instructions to kind of be like, oh, well, I wonder what's coming up next. And that was completely daunting because all of these, like this awning, this has a name. There was a bunch of names for these things that I'm not a home builder. I don't even own a home, so I don't know what those things are called. But as everything starts going together, if you follow it step by step, then you don't have to worry about the 5th step if you're only on the 2nd step. I found that everything was very explained as long as you just, like I said, went step by step. And then the front of the house. I painted it blue, picked the green. And what's fun is there's little things that I messed up on, but because it's my house and there's just so much to it, it's extremely hard to pick out or nitpick little flaws. I'm not sure if I want to build another one. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this. I think I do want to probably sell it and then do another build, because once it's complete, it has just kind of been sitting around the house. I didn't want it to play with the dolls. I wanted it to actually just build this and have that completed project. As a gamer, I'm a hardcore gamer, I found that it was pretty easy to leave my one hobby to come to this hobby. I know with my comic collecting, I never really get any time to start digging through my comics and really start trying to buy the ones that I want and all of that, because the gaming is just so diverse and there's just so much to it that I just don't have any time for it. But I found that this was a nice break. It was nice to go, you know, I've been streaming for like 2 hours, let's go put an hour on the house. And then before you know it, it's done. So I appreciate you checking it out. Please leave a comment if this has inspired you to maybe go buy one. And this complete now is worth well over probably $150. I wouldn't let it go for anything under $200 because it's an extremely hard thing to do. But the kit was 36 bucks. That's it. So if you can find this design, you will be able to make quite a profit. This one, because it's my first one, there's some blemishes or whatever, you know, it's not something that I'm going to sell. But if I was to make another one, I would feel very confident that I could make a lot more than $36 on the resale. Or if you have a family member, I've been keeping my eye out for nieces or nephews that would play with this. So it's kind of nice at the end of it that you do have this pretty awesome present, you know, that you've basically made for somebody and need to get rid of because you'd like to start another one, right? So this has been the house build. The experience was completely positive. I give it a 10 out of 10 as something to do, and I have done paint by numbers, I have done painting, I play music. This isn't as good as playing my piano, but it's pretty close. It was relaxing, it was fun, and I hope that this video maybe inspires you to not so much go and build a dollhouse, but to look at some of the activities that you maybe were taught was a feminine thing to do, but you have an interest in it. So go ahead and give it a shot, because this was a feminine thing to do, and it was actually extremely fun, and I didn't feel like a girl playing with dolls. I felt like a man building a house. So it's very beneficial. And I'm your Rambling Gamer. Watch for another long play this week, and have a great day. Goodbye.